Yes, fellow fighters, fellow Ambazonians, wanna salute everybody where they watch now. This one backup page for Tapang Ivo Tanko ADF. So this one Ambazonia Defense Forces page. Una sabi say because of the huge things that we're only doing for Ambazonia, Ambazonia La Republic agents them. They don't report, say me they take down Tapang Ivory page. So I just do this very short video for announce all my communications they go there on this particular page. So make una know say if una define Ivo for Facebook, una come for this particular page, una go see me for this particular page. So as of now, this particular video, because it be very short, I go tag them for up of this page, for on top this page, the tag button. And so everybody where they find me, when I go easily locate me for this page. So I just to tell when I say when I keep up the good work, when I keep up the good struggle, I go there much more in the background while working that my pages should be restored. They go bring back all my pages them. And when I sabi the 3 pages them, Tapang Tanku, Tapang Ivo Tanku, and that Tapang, the Tanku, the spokesman. So, but this one, now the ADF official page, the ADF, Ambazonia Defense Forces official page. We are going to use them in the meanwhile for the broadcast. And also we'll still build the audience for this particular page. Will be in the structure for the send a lot of requests them for pull back the ADF fighters them on this particular page. So now the main official page this for the ADF in the meantime. So make everybody we wanna there for this struggle, the deep in the heart of this struggle. Make una know say now for this page we're going to follow Tapang Ivo Tanko. The 3 official pages that they down. And those 3 official pages, I get about 143,000 followers on those pages. But this one will get just about 2,000 followers because the newly created page this, and we still build our audience then for this particular page. Would already write to Facebook. They will tell me say make I present some credentials. That means say my ID cards. So I don't present my ID cards, my passport, and all of those. I don't present all of them to the Facebook head office, and head office that they review and for see whether now my identity. So people they will report those pages say no be my identity, that my original page. So no be the first time this way that they block my pages them. They don't block my pages about 19 times since 2016, about 19 times. They don't block my pages them. But we'll still the fight on. So when they always block them, they ask my ID, and they come back. They block them, they ask my ID, and they come back. So make una just be very patient because those pages they go come back to life this month. So it take normally 7 business days for those pages to be reinstalled. So when they go verify all my IDs, they go bring back the page back to life. But I want just inform una fellow Ambazonians, say we win this war. That means say make una no concentrate for these things they call and say government. All these government and now why your governments them. If government fit sell your leader for prison, they fit tell Sisiko say Sisiko be mentally unfit. Sisiko will be not Samuel Eto'o for this particular struggle. If they kick out the best player, that means say any other person na fit kick him out. Wanna be very careful with this particular Sako and his gangster regimes. Wanna be very careful with them. That they try every way for seek relevance, and because they try every way for seek relevance, make una always open una eye. Una sabi say these guys them they not be out for the struggle. They not be out for the good of the struggle. As Capo Daniel, he don't move some big podcast today. He podcast be very intelligent, very brilliant. Capo Daniel mentioned, say, La Republique du Cameroon. Of course, they go project the person where they see as the weaker party, and the one the way they see as the strongest one, they go push them back for down. Any man we see and say La Republique du Cameroon, they praise he and they put them for their newspaper, make una sabi say this person na wayo man. When La Republique du Cameroon they announce, say wa leaders them for abroad, that they call schools them, may they reopen, make una sabi say La Republique they glad for that particular news. Because when schools they reopen, it means say struggle it don't end. And that means that when struggle it don't end, it means say no independence again for una. So when una see some things the way La Republique they announce them, make una know say that they announce and to their benefits. When La Republique du Cameroon, they see so don't buy guns, they then they announce and say ADF has bought guns. No. They go instead announce and say they don't call same school reopen. That means say the things the way he hurt La Republique, they try for hide them. But the one the way they support La Republique, they push them for outside. So make una open una eyes, una shine una eyes well. For see and say this particular struggle, we go win this particular struggle with the ADF, with the AGC and all of those groups, then will they be affiliated to them. We get the biggest defense forces so far. So more now, we no worry about ourselves. Say, oh, this person want go hold conference for year, or they want negotiate for this dialogue, one hold for this side. No, we wanna just forget about all of those things, say conference, dialogues, and the rest. Thing where we get to focus on right now. Now say we get our guns. So when we go negotiate, we go negotiate for outside. We come meet up with the sea fire. That means say when I go negotiate, when I still come meet up with the sea call or shots down the ground. The biggest success so far for this struggle, now say ADF don't successfully mobilize and unite all defense forces on ground zero. That means say now we get the biggest army. Now we get the biggest weapons. Now we get the guns on ground zero. So make una no over worry una self with all these fake conferences left and right. Berlin conference, go for this one conference by conference, sitting in amphitheaters, bring Coco Blingsy family, bring Short Wonja family, bring all these people there. Make una just forget about all of those idiots. The main thing when I get to focus on, now say when I already get una ADF, and una ADF they already buy the necessary guns, all the guns that we get them, all the bullets that we get them, and with the target na that terrorism. And whether una go negotiate which kind of independence on a federation on a camp, una can see we with the ceasefire gun. As long as Ayabacho and Benedict Kwa, they say Tapang, we will see the fire that gun. Them wanna not say independence. All that thing they say they want to negotiate for 10 states, they want to negotiate for 2 states, it no go work. Because we already get our boys the way they get gun and that they go to shoot. So I want to just tell una, this particular struggle now for independence, we need to take anything less. If person feel say if he negotiate with independence, we no go agree. You know if he negotiate, you know if he bargain with independence, it no go work for this particular age and time. So now you want to tell when I say, look, even if you block Tapangi pages, then 70. Even you go report Tapangi pages, then 80. Tapang will still come back to life. So this one are the official page for the Ambazonia Defense Forces. That means say this one are the official page for Ambazonia Defense Forces. I'm going to use this one as a backup. Meanwhile, we'll fight for background for CCMA the restore my 3 pages them. When I sabi say that 3 pages they will get about 143,000 followers. So wanna just be patient for a while. Our communications team, the work say make wanna may they bring back everybody on this platform. Although it go be very because of years who be put and will fight for this struggle. Although it will be very difficult because the number of years who will be put and will fight for this struggle and for put everybody on that platform, it be very hard for bring everybody back to this platform. So una just bear with me. They will Tapang Ivory pages they go come live. I will go back with those pages. But for the meantime, if una want follow my regular write-ups, just like everything, make una always check this ADF spokesman page. Now you way I got to use them. So this particular video na just for tell una say now this page I go there on top till eternity. So if you know any ADF supporter, you send this particular page link for ye. Make it add yourself. Make it invite yourself. If you know any man with fever ADF, when a right man for this struggle, send the page for you. Just copy the link. I will put it after this. When I go copy and when I go send them for that person. So when I share them for inside all on a WhatsApp group, when I share them for inside all on a Facebook group, make all that ADF people they wanna AGC, AGF, and the General RK, all those followers of RK, all those followers of the Sword of Ambazonia, all those followers of Tiger One, they go to come back for this page. So now the Tapang Ivo you page this way the user now through Tapang Ivo official ADF spokesman. I want lastly tell una. Say this particular struggle, we don't see and say Black Leg is already enter too much. We don't see some video today, some photo with La République du Cameroon in mover. It show ADF flag, it show whatever, it show ID card from La République and they tossing at ADF cam. No. First, no be ADF cam because that flag no be our flag. Our flag no get any other logo. Our flag can only that ADF logo. When I sabi that ADF logo. But when you look that flag for La République, that flag it carry ADF logo and it also carry EU logo. Our flag no be so high. Our flag then day. Secondly, when you look that particular photo, they go see and say La République du Cameroon the display ID card. La République du Cameroon ID card. Those ID cards they wanted to use with La République du Cameroon ID card. My way to fight for independence, they use La République ID card. So those ID cards then are La République citizens them. On our citizens the way that they side with La République don't go attack their houses, kill their picking them, can't move their flag, they can't move their own flag. La Republic, they get on their fake flag where they work at the user. That means when La Republic enter inside family home, they shoot people, they kill them. Then the one pretend say that they shoot not terrorism. They go now move their port them, their TV, their all things stand for outside. They now move their flag where they carry with them. Display them for ground for show the world say that home there so you be na ADF home. Make una open una eye, una chop Christmas. Make una use una brain, una analyze them. Make una use una senses, una know when La Republic they be capable of. If now we too, for example, we still go attack human being their homes, move La Republic flag, put them for outside. For sure say now that human being their flag or they in their homes. But wait, no make no sense. So La Republic, each time when they work for go attack people their homes, they wear flag, they carry Ambazonia Defense Forces flag. They also carry den guns. When they go now, they go attack, they display that particular den gun when they never see and so they open the flag, spray and from ground, and they take picture where they don't stand for background, the soldiers them, when I terrorize them. But wait, for reality, those are not our identities. So make una understand, say La Republic to try to communicate a message to the international world, say that they fight against Ambazonia Defense Forces and that they win Ambazonia Defense Forces. But we know the reality that our forces don't have camps. Our forces are living on the trees. They are gorillas. They keep fighting and they are running from one end to the other. And that is how we are disgracing the enemy. So make una open una eye, una see the reality of things where we talk them, because we need to lie with the tell una the truth. Those people where they kill them, the mommy they don't identify saying that they're innocent picking the way they come off or go play football, they come back, they don't shoot the picking, they kill them. When they kill them, now probably they carry that chain, they tie for their waist, saying that Odeshi. While boys they need to use those things. So when I understand all these things, when La Republic shoot picking, so if fall for down, it die. La Republic they get that chain, they will carry a now rubber for your neck, now snap picture. Say you say as in a Odeshi. Now so that they do all these things as propaganda. I don't know whether I go explain in the house so that when eye open, but if una eye of you open, them wanna leave them. Una no go ever understand. So when La Republic it kills some person, remember the first thing I said that the first carry that chain where they work out them. Tie them around their waist. Then snap picture say no now they she boy than that. Second, they go move that gun and that then gun the way they did for outside for back moto, put them for ground, snap picture say that boy that they be using that gun. Then third, they go move now flag for ADF where they do work out inside their moto, display them for ground, snap them say na ADF come. So when I understand all these things them because Atanganji is scam tactics for show the world say he win the war, and for show the world say the people where they kill them not be innocent civilians in the military. No, they are killing the innocent civilians. So I want to tell you, when I open una eye, when I analyze things. More than need to share pictures because I want share pictures. More than need to do things there because I want do things. No. So just a brief message where I don't come online. I need to ever announce my presence. So I just kick online for jump in. For can't tell when I say my 3 pages, then they're down. The ADF communications team that they work with Facebook, we don't send all kind of identification documents for Facebook headquarters for I establish my identity. Facebook, no be the first time this way that they block my pages. They don't block my pages about 18 times since 2016. If you don't follow this struggle, you'll sabi say that they always block my pages them. About 18 times since 2016. Every time they block and they go say me they are requesting for identity, we don't send them. And they will always take about 7 to 14 business days, then they will open them back. So when they open them, we go jump back for that place. But meantime, this particular page, when I go see me every day, every second, every hour, I go to post now for this particular page. So if you sabi ADF spokespeople them, you sabi ADF members, you sabi AGC members and the rest, send this particular page link for them. May they follow me for this page. If you sabi all of them, send them. This page, as when I don't hear other bloggers that they talk say that they block ADF fighters, we too go they block IG fighters because IG na La Republic. So if IG fighters they come, their head is not open. They no one reason out. We don't see other bloggers then they announce openly say they go they block ADF fighters and they block ADF supporters because they don't see and say ADF na ye the only way for go independence, but they want go on a federation road. They don't see and say ADF no they negotiate with any corner leader. ADF be straight while leaders they be very honest. Now you where they go find all way in Africa see whether they want to do it. It no go work. So where if anybody they on this page will not respect on herself, because this particular page will not be taken for joke with them. If you feel say you don't want to respect yourself, we'll go ban you from this page. That means we'll just block, now block by block. We block you from the page. So if you don't want to respect yourself and follow the struggle, we block you. And no say, well, we don't block you. The other bloggers, they block you. You go just there like a ghost. So just respect yourself. And the way we'll take and block person, I say, when they block the person where it comment, no, we'll go block now the person where it like them. Because some people, they know where they comment, but they hide for back now, they like negative comments them. So now you will, when we will see person write negative against the ADF or say Ayabacho be thief oil, we're not going to block that person where they say Ayabacho stole oil. No. We'll go block now the one where they can't like the comment, say Ayabacho stole oil. We'll block now that one them. Because once we don't block at all, now so they take and now they shifted them out of the struggle. Last point, we now understand. This particular struggle, if it means say make we sell our oil for rescue winner, we go sell them. Because that oil, it no pass human being. Human being pass our oil. So if it means we go sell all the oil and the petroleum for Amazonia just for rescue winner, for get winner independence, we go do them. Because there shall always be oil, but there shall never always be human beings. We are already extinct, endangered species. That means say we already reach for the brink of a collapse, for the brink of an extinction. They go finish we all for Amazonia before when I open our eye. When I want go die before when I start see oil, or when I want say the oil for leaf. Those are two questions we want to get to understand them. Oil, it pass your life, or your life, it pass oil. If I decide for same oil, for rescue my brother, so that mean my brother gain independence, what's it bad for day? You want be slave and she don't foresee oil when you no ever touch them, or you want them for touch the oil now sell them for rescue yourself? Now question that we want to ask on ourselves. When I sabi say some people where they did for this struggle, they call themselves doctor, now why your people them? When I sabi say some people in the for this struggle where they call themselves say intelligent people, then now why your people them? Make una open una eyes, una shine una eyes. And remember, I got the block for this page, even though a new page, we'll just get about 2,000 followers then for this page. But as we increase them, we don't need everybody for get independence. No. We don't need the whole world for great independence. No. Even as so we need them. Then countries, the way they be big, they don't get independence things. We are a small few people. We need just the intelligent 12 to conquer the world like Jesus. We select only 12 for conquer humanity. We need only 12. We don't need 1 million. We don't need 3 million. So be very careful when you come for this page. You can't run your mouth anyhow. I go just simply block you. And when they don't block you for other side, you're just down like ghost and a frustrated ghost. We never yet block anybody yet for this page. So they expect everybody for respect yourself unless you want to suffer a block. Last point. This particular struggle don't reach the stage 4. Stage 4, Ayabacho, it already unite everybody for ground zero. The biggest unity way if you see them for this particular struggle, they already come on out from the military wing. The military wing of Amazonia, they already be united. Areke, they already be united. Ayenke, don't be united. This other one, Tiger One, don't be united. And the Sword of Amazonia be united. So we already get the biggest unity. We don't need any conference by conference, no. That does not interest us right now. We already get our sponsor whether they give we guns and whether they buy we guns. So we already give our sponsor. So whether you fear on saying a conference will give we money or no, it doesn't really matter. We want buy that gun and so if you send a conference, we give you the money. No. Before now, when I don't see all guns the way ADF get them, when I never see we organize conference for raise money, no. We have a strategy and a structure in place. We fund our own boys, but thank God there is a country that has accepted to make sure that we have money to buy all of those equipment. I'm not going to call the name for the country. Now, Ayabacho or Benedict Kwa, you go call that one. So there is a country already that has accepted to buy those guns and to supply us with everything. So you will not even see us in any way that conference. If one whole conference that just will encourage the boys and the mami them for diaspora, say make una come together. Ayabacho is scheduled to be very busy right now. But he go to come for United States anytime. And when he come, we go hold big conferences there. And it go be for this particular moon for May. So everything when security already be in place, we go hold a particular conference. And it go be in a big conference where we go bring everybody for understand the way forward of the ADF. And for project our leadership through Ayabacho Lucas as the Amazonia leader, the rebel leader, for the rebel wing and for the liberation wing. We're not there for inside politics. We're not there for inside governance. Lastly, make a tell una. Sisiko is there for prison. Now partly because of your fault. When we be done the advice, say make una no form government for inside revolution. Make una no politics struggle for inside revolution. When I know the year to up. Now time this for stop all that inside government, but instead we see all these useless bloggers the way they get empty head. They instead push out this. We should create committee for this, committee for this, committee for this one Ayamba Street committee. I don't see so long list of committee there for Berlin when a Berlin resolution on a waiting. When a grandma they be there for that resolution. I don't know that now which leader they be there for the resolution. All those things more ignore them. Those are just political. Now people the way they just like politics. But their heads empty. Those bloggers, they don't have head. They don't reason. Make una forget about all of them. Their heads are empty. That is why all time they keep talking, oh, resolution this, we will build this, we will create committee for this. Those are scam committees. Una forget about all of those committees. They will not take you anywhere. They will not give you any independence. What will give you independence will be one committee. One. And that one committee go be gone for ground zero. If you get gone for ground zero, now that thing will give you independence. If you don't get gone for ground zero, it will give you independence. So whether you go create committee of the social media of what? Committee of the women of Belgium. Committee of the something of this. Committee of Sarko to steal another 1.8 million. Committee of Cristiano to buy his TV station. Committee of taxes to pay taxes. You don't even know your citizens. You don't even know where citizens live. You are fighting in a revolution. You're already paying taxes. So by the time when they get a country, now you're doing a how? That is a scam. That is a thief. So when you hear all these scammers, these scammer bloggers, then they talk, oh, committees, ignore them. Where is the citizen levy? Ask yourself, say, who said citizen levy there? Ask yourself, say, who said all those things then there? So ignore all of those people. They're just frustrated. We have already made them I was very shocked that they raised how much at Berlin conference. They raised not up to how many dollars, about $400 in Berlin conference. So when I pay flight come out from Washington, go right for Berlin, only for go raise $400. I don't understand them. $400 and flight will cost about $1,000, $2,000. Why you not just take that money pump of ground zero, made they buy granotes? Why you not take and send me to buy even guns? Why you want to show yourself? The more you try to project yourself as irrelevant, you become more irrelevant. Why don't you accept the reality and you sit in Maryland? Why must you try to impose yourself as a president whereas you're not? Why do you try to make yourself very much irrelevant as the days go by? So at the end of the day, once you travel, send all leaders there for Berlin for go raise $400. Those people in the hall, as you saw them, Kuku Blinks and a whole family. That short Wanja and the whole family. All of them, those surrogates who came from elsewhere to fill the hall, they raised only $400. $400. What do $400 do? You printed flyers, you rented the hall and all of those. You are working on a negative debt balance of payments. That is what they call negative balance of payments. Why do you waste? I mean, I don't understand how Ambazonia is the reason. Why do you invest what we call a gang mineral? Why do you invest in something that is worthless? Why do you do what they call white elephant projects? If you don't want to bring the high terms them, why do you engage in white elephant projects? Why do you invest in things that are worthless? Why don't you take the money and you send to ground zero? If na Ayaba Chobi Lucas be organized conference with people that sweat, then they raise now $400, everybody for the koshi. But now you've seen it for yourself. They were so excited that they thought they could raise $100,000 in 1 month or in 5 months. But they are shocked. At the end of the day, guys, open your eyes. We have one enemy. It is not conference by conference that will give you independence. Now, money for ground, gone for ground. Money for down, you're gone for ground. Or money for down, you see La Republic, you back for ground. Now, so it is. So when you want organized conference, how you feel the pay? They say me I pay $2,000 for go for Berlin for go organized conference where they'll give me $400 only. Better I take that $2,000 send up for ground zero. May they buy bullets. $2,000 is 2,000 bullets. One bullet, now $1. $2,000 now 2,000 bullets. Imagine say you should not for inside Boya or you should not for Akwaya. You hear bullet 2,000 times. But when you see people who have empty heads, all their own are only, oh, president, I want to be president. I'm the president of Ambazonia. You're not the president of Ambazonia. We are saying this on the social media and international people are watching us and they listen to us. They know we have no president. If you're the president of Amazonia, they'll be citing you at the CNNs. Ask yourself, why have you never been cited as CNN, Voice of America, or any of them? Why is it only Ayabacho who is being interviewed as the leader of the Amazonia revolution? You are only popular among your local heroes, but the international community never takes you serious. Eh? This is a platform for ADF, eh? So if it doesn't interest you, please just jump out. This is a platform for ADF people. And remember, we are blocking all the IGists. All those neighbors, the noisy neighbors, we are blocking all of them. Anyone whom you claim to be an IG and you are not behaving yourself in this forum, you're banned. I mean, they just block you off. So get the point clear. We block everyone who thinks you are from the IG and you want to tarnish the image of the ADF. You'll be blocked out of this forum. And once you are being blocked and they block you elsewhere, you just be a ghost, a roving ghost, a roving reporter ghost. So you'll not even follow any of those pages. So be very careful. When you like negative comments, I will block those who like negative comments. I will block. As of now, we have not blocked anyone. This is a new page. This is relatively created, a new page. We have not blocked anyone. So it's a virgin page. No one has disvirgin this page. So behave yourself when you come for this page. When you see some man write negative comments, dare you like that negative comment, you'll be blocked. Even your agency, you must be blocked. If you dare, that means say just touch the negative, just like. Say if they touch I have a thief oil, you just go put a like, say, because you want feel like say you want hide for background, just the line the comments. And they block you straight up. And the page, when they block and then they open up, now special orders will come out from Benedict Kwa. Lastly, I want to tell you one thing. The people that for this struggle where they go give for independence, now people where they get the biggest military on the ground zero. No forces on ground zero can give you independence apart from those who have the military. When I wait 1 second so my battery don't start dying. So make I take my charger before battery don't die. Yes, of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. When I wait I take my charger before battery die. Before the battery can't die, so now I have die battery. Okay, so one to say ADF for life or IG for life or something. Those are ones that I will block them or something. They'll see their blocks. All right. Yeah. So as I don't tell, the phone is charged now. So okay, yes. As I talk, all the way in like negative comments, you are suffering from a block, straight up block. Anyone where you feel say you want to stand against this revolution, you can't post all that nonsense, say my country people. Block. If anyone where you carry any ADF something, or they kill people for ground zero, now I can blame them for ADF. Block. Anyone who want to share La Republic photo, say La Republic don't attack ADF camp. Block. If you like negative comments, you suffer block. So when I listen, they don't block all my 3 pages. So the one at the camp will revenge. If you dare them, I block you for this page. Just dare, because I come with anger, say they don't block my 3 pages of Facebook. If you just dare them for this page, I swear you did. I block you so that you don't go even see any place. But when I listen, we already win this war. The independence already comes so close. The people where they go give you independence are the one where they get the guns on ground zero. We get the biggest military on ground zero. We have the biggest arsenal on ground zero. We have everything that we can give you independence on ground zero. We are not here to please people in the diaspora. We're not here for conference by conference. You will never see us protesting in front of embassies, because no embassy in the world ever freed any leader, any revolutionary leader. Sisiku shall never ever be freed through any embassy protest or through any court protest. Sisiku and Mandela will never ever be freed. Mandela was never freed through any protest. Mandela was not freed through any court. Only guns freed Mandela. Remember, only guns freed Mandela for 28 years in prison. No diplomacy freed Mandela. For 28 years in prison, no diplomacy freed Mandela. For 28 years in prison, no protest freed Mandela. Only guns by the anti-apartheid movement. Bala, for nearly 1 year, was in prison. Bala, Fontem, and the rest. No protest freed them. Only the vipers, the burnings, the threat we made on ground zero freed the Ballas, made La Republique to panic. The ghost towns, all of those things were the ones that freed Bala. No court freed Bala. No court even heard Bala's case. If Sisiku and the rest till today, their cases are keep being adjourned, and it will turn out to be Mancho BBC who have been sentenced for 15 years in prison. Don't think Sisiku can be freed by a so-called barrister, how they call that one, barrister some Foncha or so whatever, so something. Sisiku, they're not going to free them now through that barrister way. Where that barrister way is signal relevance right now. That barrister self, you don't know nothing. So he only for seek for relevance. Work up one place under IGP role, the seek relevance. Now all people where they find their money for retirement. So when I forget about that barrister, they know say the Sisiku and the rest, they don't free them through any court. The only thing we go free our leaders, Sisiku and the rest, Mancho and the rest, now your guns. Where? I could talk it in how way. The only thing we go free Sisiku for ground zero, na your bullets. The only thing we go free anybody for Konengi prison, na guns, na bullets. The only thing we go free the only thing we will free anybody for prison. Now your gun. I don't know. I go talk this thing. I don't know. Conference by conference, no go ever free. You know, go give you independence. Go for Berlin, you go make all that noise, it no go give you independence. You come for this side, can't make noise, no. Conference by conference only helps to make the people who are seeking for relevance become irrelevant. Because nothing good can come out from Jerusalem, as Jesus be talking about from Nazareth. Listen, the only way you can get independence, that means that the only way you get independence, Somalians, they don't teach you. Eritreans, they teach you. East Timor, they teach you. South Sudan don't teach you. What do you need to get independence? Even South Africa for 1994 became independent through the anti-apartheid movement. You need only one thing. You need guns on ground zero. East Timor, use AK-47. South Sudan, na AK-47. Eritrea, AK-47. Which one? All them AK-47. You ever hear them say they want protest from embassies? You ever hear them say an embassy be free, give the independence? Why would I not open an eye? What is the meaning of government? Oh, government this, government that. Oh, government that, government that. Which government when you don't even get a country? You don't even get a president. A government that steals money when you have not even had a country. Then the one way when you can't get a country, you do have. That means they don't tip the country. Eh? If they feel thief 1.8 million, 1.3 million or 8 million for inside 9 months when you don't even get a country, then when you get a country, then you just pity what was state treasury in future. Eh? So at the end of the day, one way they when they say wanna liberate first before wanna govern after, make wanna hear them. When they say wanna liberate first before wanna govern after, make wanna hear them. When they say wanna liberate first before they govern after, make wanna hear them. That Sako we ide for Maryland and other cartels, wanna be very careful with Sako. Sako there's a way he look na your pockets. Sako need to look you for your face. Now when I need ever meet up people and directly. Like how we make connect eye for Ayabacholo so na say look for Washington DC, he look Ayabachona so. He look na your pockets. Na person when he eye na scanner, it is scan your pockets. Be very careful. Your money has been stolen. The money we get to rescue our people for ground zero. All those fighters now, they don't make audio testimonies, video testimonies. They don't put audio for us. They show how exactly they don't even get guns. They testify, say they don't even get guns. General Arike himself says they don't come out. They talk, say they want kill you. They never ever give you money. Red Dragons of all people. When they work and they sing Red Dragons. Red Dragons, no money. Even General Ayenke. Ayenke said no money from Red Dragons. How do you expect that we can win this struggle when even their own so-called soldiers were not funded? The sword of Ambazonia under General Bell was not given even a dime. Ayenke himself had to be kidnapped by the Red Dragons before the ADF jumped in to rescue him. But yet, when I need to open an eye for Siam, the only thing they have right now is a so-called Red Dragon that cannot even move from one quarter to the other. The village warriors, they hang in one bush and all they do is to threaten people. Right now, they're not threatening, I'm sure, because they've come under threat. But we wish them the best. But listen, guys, we are all inclusive. We want the military to be very professional. We have never asked people to join the ADF, and we shall never ever compel any force to join the ADF. We are already too big and saturated. We can only collaborate. Right now, all those one the way they don't come out, say they want to join ADF, we don't tell them, say no. We can only collaborate. The General Ayenke, we don't tell Ayenke. It be right now they train the soldiers then on the Geneva Conventions. We don't tell you, say, boy, look, Grang. The only way if we do this thing right now, I say, make you train the soldier. They say, we not kidnap our own citizens. Make we not fight against our own citizens. Make we not do videos. They threaten our own fighters. Make we not do so. Make we not do so. Not only La Republique will target them. Ayenke, he put message yesterday. He talked for General Benedict Kwa. Benedict Kwa when head of the Ambazonia Defense Forces. Ayenke tell Benedict Kwa, say he don't listen I go train everybody according to the Geneva Codes. And I think now Ayenke he talk him for recorded audio here and Benedict Kwa. So we stand with all assurance for tell when I say the same Ayenke we wanna know him, he go make the boys them very professional and we will collaborate with him. The sword of Ambazonia under General Bell, when I be here, we interview with General Bell. They already trained General Divine. Divine now are the best of all the generals. Divine, the stone rejected by the builder, has now become the cornerstone. Divine one of the cautious say, if they kidnap, if they do this. Divine already sway allegiance last 2 weeks. Divine take Bible, sway allegiance. After they don't cram all Geneva Code, they said name Geneva Conventions 1. It talks say, okay, protect all civilians. Conventions 2. It say protect the wounded and the sick. Convention 3. It say protect prisoners of war on land. Conventions 4. It say protect the one on the sea. They say, and then the additional protocols of 1977. It talk all. That is General Divine. He recite everything without looking at the books. And they swear you, they say, okay, you shall protect it hereby on video and it be classified. That is the General Divine. Watch in the days ahead and see what General Divine will produce in this struggle. Now, this other one that for come, how they call that one for come, that karateka, that economist, General Areke. Economist, somebody with a master's degree in economics, masters in economics, a black belt in taekwondo. That was somebody who was supposed to be killed under the IG. Right now, he has been freed by the ADF Joint Task Force. And he is there. We have not even assimilated him under the ADF. No. We have told normally. Do your things normally and let us collaborate. Areke now are the best of all the soldiers and defenders in the whole of COM. That is the Areke you all know. And it is thanks to Areke that we have come under our protection, under our independence, under our sovereignty. Now, Areke that way una one killer. Naida now they protect the whole of COM. When I call she say being a gay. If gay man feel rescue me, I don't get problem with gay man. If lesbian feel rescue me, I don't get any problem with lesbian. But the one the way they feel kill me, when I be even gays them, I get problem with you. So when I be very careful about all this IG that sabotage. When I be very careful, when I open my eyes, when I see them. Those people don't mean good for you. We're going to talk this thing tire. Capo Daniel don't sing I'm the prophet of the revolution. That is the best of all time bloggers in the revolution, Capo Daniel. He sees things. He says things when I don't want to hear him. He talk all things we talk and are true. All things we Capo don't talk about this struggle. It came true when I don't want to hear him. Far with the yes, in the end and bam. Listen, fellow fighters. This one, a new page will just create them today, just recently. All tapping your pages they did down. And then they announced my presence before I come, but I be impressed about the turnout for this particular new page. But I want to tell you when I say make when I share the page to every defense forces on ground zero. Share it to all the ADFs. Share it, not share it for IG. I don't want IG put over this forum. Share them only for ADF and AGCs. We shall be blocking. There will be an in-house cleaning. Because right now, ghosts have infested. Ghosts, everyone has become a ghost. We shall be blocking massively on this page. As of now, we'll never block. And maybe we'll not block if we have respect on ourselves, whether you come out from IG or whatever. If you respect yourself, you will not be blocked. But the moment you misbehave and even like a negative comment, like after this right now, I'll just go through the comments and see the one in a negative and I block them. I just block you straight up. And when I block you, I block every likes. And I'll be sorry, you'll go for prison. But listen, we already come very close to independence. And that independence will define exactly the governance structure after we get the independence. Once we don't get that independence, we don't already get room or say one celebrate thing for Manfe. But once we don't already get that independence, we will define what governance structure. Now only after independence. So all this one way here and say AGC is just a council. Ayabacho never call himself president. The way they don't thief money for his struggle like Sako, they call themselves president. Oh, I am the president of this. Which president? Where are you living? Where? In Maryland? Now that one, the way they want to say, I'm the president of this, the president of that. When you see them, they always wear black hats just to tell you exactly that kind Kanayo play with the commot. Be very careful with those kinds of people. Man, when they wear black hat, even inside house with sunlight, no even they said they wear black hat. Be very careful. That's how you identify those Nyongo people. That's how you identify them. Be very careful. When we tell now until 4 I when I say I don't know if break and so show the future. But when it don't happen, I say, oh, I will be talking the truth. Be very careful with Nyongo people. Be very careful. That is why they don't have conscience. They are beasts. They will steal $1.8 million while your people are dying on ground zero. Ayabacho be asking only 300,000. 300. But Kanayo, it's denied for Giam. Can you know Nasabi Kanayo, that might wear black hat, all time black hat inside house, black hat. Always with the hat. You wear jean hat, you wear coat hat. Kanayo, if it's denied for giving the money. They go whole conference in Washington, D.C. Ayabacho no see 5 francs. Akwanga take $10,000. Who said a gun there? No gun. ADF, no even take 1 franc. But ADF get the most guns on ground zero. When I never ask myself, say, how ADF did you buy the guns? How ADF? There are people who are donating internally from the ADF. The only group that no leader has ever resigned. Nobody has ever resigned. Even Tapang has never resigned. And Nakatapilago moved me like spokesman for ADF. Ayabacho, if he ever dismiss me around the airport and say, oh, we are talking to Ayabacho to dismiss me. Ayabacho is incompetent to dismiss me. When I go tell you. Benedict Kwa is incompetent to dismiss me. Nobody can, no man of it move, no man of it shake my position like ADF spokesman. The only person who will dismiss me for ADF now wanna go vote. When I go vote, see me they move Tapang the spokesman. I believe in majority votes. Yes. They voted to elect me as a spokesman. Yes. And they shall vote to remove me. The people shall vote to take me out as a spokesman of the ADF. Ayabacho is incompetent to dismiss me. Wanna tell Ayaba, Dr. Ayabacho Lucas, our Ambazonia leader. When I tell Benedict Kwa, the chairman of the ADF, when I tell you, say he be incompetent to dismiss me, the people who are watching will vote that Tapang Ivo should be taken out. There I shall respect you. But as of now, I want to tell Una, what communications they win big time. The people who are watching us are all international partners. May their soul rest in peace. Now, motor ambulance the pass so sometimes some man on die so. For America, where the pass is say may their soul rest in peace or something. May God bless you. The people who shall dismiss me have not yet been born. They are all the followers. But now listen, I've never ever seen independence so close. We are very, very close to the independence. Very close. 3 years don't pass by like now also. When I just imagine, say that thing we just started about yesterday. 3 years already passed by. South Sudan will take 31 years. We'll go take about 30 years. But in the next 30 years, not bad. At least we'll get 30 more years, we're not bad. But we shall get the independence. But if we not donate, we not money, through Pache, we could buy these guns, we'll get that independence in 2 years. But if we not donate, we not want to go by conference, we'll get the independence in 30 years. So make we not choose 30 years from now through IG or 2 years from now through the ADF. When I make una decision, when I choose on our own. 30 years from now, even I say you don't really did 30 years, you did 60 years by that time. 30 years from now through IG or 2 years through the ADF. Make your decision. 30 years from now through IG's independence or 2 years through ADF independence. When I make una decision right now. Now through guns, we shall liberate homeland. No be through conference by conference. I'll be very happy, lastly. I'll be very happy with the boycott when I boycott Sako for Berlin. The boycott was massive. The people of Berlin signed that they shall boycott, and they boycotted. They boycotted heavily, and they announced in their conferences that the president of the Berlin Council will not even be there, and he was not there. The people who even became Berlinians, who became Germans overnight, were the Kuku beings and their families. Kuku bring 7 members of our family. Short Wonja, come with your woman, 2 Pekin, and the other one your uncle. So all together, you see, they get about 14 of them. The other ones, they come out, they can't join for inside one hall for give relevance to somebody who has been rejected. So when I open our eyes, Berlinians boycotted. The Londonians were the ones who overcame, who overnight became the Berlinians. So when the people have risen, they have risen. When the people say no, they have said no. When the people say, I will not donate, whether you force and how, they will not donate. Because you are scanning through their pockets and you're not scanning through their brains to see the independence they want. That is the kind of leadership that is out there convincing people to join the federalist movement. They are scanning through your pockets and not scanning through your brains to see if you want independence or not. So be very wary about all of these igists. We shall take them out. And that means we'll just block them out from Facebook. Be very wary of them. We are very inclusive. If they become prodigal sons, they come back to the train to advocate for one thing only a committee for guns. We don't need committee for finances. We don't need committee for communications. We don't need all of those things. We don't need committee to buy TV stations. We don't need committee for, I don't understand. Let me say, how TV they give you independence? This is already a TV I'm using. This is my phone. My shaker when I see them. Now my phone is mad shaker. When I say that TV, no. Eh? This is my phone. Now TV, this is what I use, and so my phone is so. Why you not use and I see communicate the same message to the same audience? So all these people, they find glory, power, all this, let me sit in front of it. They are doing that for their pockets. Open your brain, see the reality. See the reality. In the days of the consortium, we brought down the entire Amazonia without TV stations. We did what the struggle has never achieved. The consortium scored so much gains than even now. But we never had the TV. I was doing those things with my phones. Those videos, I was mounting my phones. My contributor and my Saloto when I come good. All of those videos were through my phones. We wrote out the best of the strategies to bring down La Republique. Everyone appreciated. Only through phones. But ever since the struggle became a political adventure for misadventurers, that is when you started seeing all of those scammers coming up with their shells. TV stations in Berlin, this one in Paris, this one in Houston, bed by bed, conference by conference, flight by flight. We have never learned our lessons, repeating the same failed experiments over and over while expecting different results. Compare the time people started in this revolution with conference by conference and how much they raised. Compare it to now. When at the organized conference, a whole Berlin donates not up to $400, about $380, a whole Berlin. How much? $380 for a whole Berlin. Right now, as I speak, they'll go and inflate the figures and change it to look like $3,000. No, that is the fact from Berlin. In those days, when they organized conferences, we could raise about $17,000. People have become worried and disenfranchised with conferences because they don't yield anything. They don't yield anything. That is why people don't donate. How can you organize a conference you don't even have a gun? You organize conference, but you don't even get gun for even showing that gun this. If I have one organized conference for a year, I have got to say that my evidence this, that my ID card and this, gun, bullets. Sako no get nothing for show for. But you have an organized conference. When you raise the money, where will the money go to? The ones you have been raising, what have they done with? Once we talk all these things for open our eyes, make we see the reality. They will insult us for sabotaging their national campaign. But we shall tell them the truth. We are only speaking the truth and nothing but the truth. Only the truth shall set you free. Fellow Ambazonians, I think I don't talk too much. But I want to appreciate every Ambazonian where you don't open your eyes. The prodigal sons, the way they come back to the ADF. Our doors are very, very open. We have a revolving door policy. We shall keep you informed. Anyone where they join, understand, say they don't block tapping in 3 pages then. I be get about 143,000 followers. 143,000 followers on that page. This particular page just being newly created. Since they don't block that one, I go through identification, verification. Once those pages they open, we'll go back for that page. But meantime, we'll use now this one, the Ambazonia Defense Spokesman. So if you want follow up every minute by minute updates, videos, I do my video now impromptu. That means I just come online and then announce them. So I do my videos now impromptu because I need to invite the public. So when I just bust online, if you just click follow for this page, that means you just click na follow. You send this link to for everybody, may they follow this page. I want to make una task on yourself. Say every group click follow this page. That is the Ambazonia Defense Forces page. Your defense forces, the defense forces of General Ayenke, the former Red Dragons person where the one Red Dragon one kidnapper. This former Red Dragons where the one kidnapper Ayenke. This is the page of Ayenke. This is the page of Arike, General Arike of Boyo, the one with the IG under Red Dragons to the one kidnapper. General Arike. I don't understand. Wait, that reminds me. That means the IG one kidnap all man. We must understand. Ayenke the one kidnapper. Na ADF rescue him. Areke na ADF rescue. I don't understand, man. That means when they kidnap on own chiefs for Southwest, they kidnap and so they one die. Chief for Southwest. Baby journalist alias Nwachuku. Papa Nwachuku picking. Baby journalist openly announce him. Say, Ayaba Cho is not responsible for anything of Simoli's death and the rest. He talk about video. After this, will post that video back. They had openly confessed that Ayaba Cho was not responsible. Baby journalist himself said it. So who are the people who are responsible? Those who kidnapped the chiefs in Southwest. Kidnap Southwest chiefs, one die. All their own only kidnap. If they don't kidnap a chief, they will kidnap a citizen to ask for ransom or chop off a citizen's hand. Or they would either go and attack Ayenke, attack Arike. Look, we are out. We are a rescue mission. We shall rescue every Ambazonian. We shall rescue every citizen. We shall rescue every human being. We shall rescue them. Anyone, whether you're for ADF or not, as long as you are a citizen of Ambazonia, we shall rescue you from any kidnapper. We don't need to know whether you're with the IG or not. As long as you've been kidnapped, we shall rescue you. Now, I ain't get that. I ain't get openly confess. Say Red Dragon don't even get nothing. So you raise $1.3 million and you cannot even arm those villagers in Bangwa land. I pity General Ivo, the only most formidable person who was crisscrossing from one town to the other. But Chris Ano, as large as his mouth, keeps talking and talking. He wants to project Field Marshal, one local hero who cannot even move from state to state or from village to village. All he does is to pick a gun and one tapang, one Ayaba. We have the biggest forces on the ground. But Ayaba has never ever ordered that his forces should point a gun at anyone. Never. But he has all the guns. He has all the bullets. He has everything. But he has never ever ordered. Ayaba never ever ordered anybody say take guns to point at some person say Sakoa they warn you. He never ever do one. He never even tell Akwanga say take gun point at Akwanga. No. But he has the guns. He has everything. He goes on rescue missions. He orders rescue teams. But he has never ever ordered his boys to say, boy, take the guns to point out so warn the person for me. No. But he can do it. But the day Ayaba go do one, they go say that bad man. Ayaba want power. But he has never done it. But people engineer boys with rusted pipes in the name of guns to point at Ayaba from the diaspora. That Ayaba, be very careful. I pity Ayaba for his patience. That's the most patient human being I've ever seen in this struggle. I pity him for his patience. If na so other man like Akwanga will be get other guns, or Sako will even get a 1 AK, Sako will threaten the entire Ambazonian. If they can threaten people who have guns with rusted pipes, rusted dim guns, one more if they have an AK-47. One more if they have an AK-47. Thieves! Those are thieves! Be very careful, guys. I will tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. And then they come here for kind of romance people, their ego. No. If you come to Ayaba, go talk bad about Ayaba. If it comes to Benedict Kwa, I get batting for talk against he. If it comes to Tapang, I get batting for talk against Tapang. But when I listen, I go tell one the truth any day, any time. Because I know say the truth shall set you free. Nobody else shall set you free. Only the truth shall set you free. I don't know why my visual is dark already. Nobody shall set you free. Only the truth shall set you free. So now listen, guys. We are winning this war. This war is not a walk in the park. This war is not a walk in the park. The park not be a walk where we'll just take a walk through and then back and the rest. No. We'll go fight. We'll go dirty ourselves. We'll come to our senses. We'll take off our senses and we'll still come back to our senses. Listen. This particular struggle don't come for can't stay. Nobody bigger than any is bigger than this revolution. But believe me, there are people who make up the revolution. The Ayabas make up the revolution. It is true. The struggle is bigger than every human being and every group, including the IG, which is a local group. The struggle is bigger than the IG. It's bigger than any group. But some leaders make the revolution. Mandela was the face of the apartheid, the anti-apartheid movement in South Africa. The Gandhi was the face of the Indian Revolution. Martin Luther King was the face of the African Revolution, the African Black Lives Matter Revolution. Ayaba Cho is the face of the Defense Forces Revolution, self-defense, revolutionary warfare. You cannot take that from them. Those are names that have been engraved in revolutions across the world. Those are names that cannot be wiped out by a simple handshake. You cannot talk about anti-apartheid in Africa without mentioning Mandela. You cannot sit in the United States and talk about the anti-Black or the Black Lives Matter revolution without talking about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. You cannot talk about Ambazonia Defense Forces or Ambazonia's revolution, not politics, without talking about Ayabacho Lucas. There is no way you can go around it without calling Ayabacho Lucas. Those are people. You may not say they are bigger than the revolution, but they are the faces of the revolution. Of course, nobody is bigger than the revolution, but people make the face of the revolution. He is the face of the revolution. Ayabacho Lucas. Dr. Ayabacho Lucas. Benedict Kwa is the face of that revolution. Defense. Those are the people. You want to cite them. Bala is the face of the federalist movement. Bala Agbo. You cannot talk about federalism in Cameroon without talking about Agbo Bala. Agbo Bala is the face of the federalist movement. He's the face. He's not bigger than federalism, but he is the face of federalism. So get that clear. People make the faces of revolutions, but they may not be bigger than the revolution. I know I'm going to big book. But listen, guys. The independence we are giving you will be coming in the next 19 months. We rounded it up to 2 years. In the next 19 months, we are giving you independence on a platter of gold. Through guns, ammunition, bullets, weapons, everything. In the next 19 months, 1, 2, 3, count 19. If you want to go with the IG, it will be in the next 30 years. Because IG passes through federalism, 2-state federalism. Then when I go fight again for the next 10 years, we'll get 10 states. Then when I go fight again for another 5 states, for 5 years, we'll get one independence. But by then, we'll already give an independence through 19 months. If you follow ADF, you are following the right path. If you follow AGC, you are following the right path. We are giving you independence in 19 months. We have a strategy in place. The people who are leading the ADF have a record of rebellious activities from childhood. They were considered by their own parents as the most strong-head picking inside house. Ayabacho was the most strong-head of all his family members. Very strong-head because he wanted the right thing to be done. Benedict Kwa was somebody who was very, very heady. From childhood till now, he's still very heady because he always wanted the right things to be done. They have a record of liberating Akwanga from prison. It was a joint task force that took out Akwanga from prison, not any kind of courts. Today, when I hear you running behind courts and lawyers, I ask myself, where were those lawyers when Akwanga was in prison? If the barrister saw or whoever knows that he was a barrister, where was he when Akwanga was in prison? What about the others who have been jailed in prison for the past decades and have been forgotten? Why did he not even rescue one? He has no record. None of those lawyers have a record of freeing any self-defense or self-determination fighter, any freedom fighter through a court. Believe me, no freedom fighter since independence of Southern Cameroon till now. All of the freedom fighters that were jailed have either died in jail, and were not freed by any court, or they are still in jail. Trace it out. As Ayaba will tell you, all those freedom fighters from 1990 till now, they have never been freed. I'm talking about the ones that advocated for independence. They have never been freed through any court. So don't think Sisiku will be freed by any court. No, I'm sorry. Sisiku shall not be freed through any court. I'm sorry. I'm telling you the honest truth. The only thing that shall free Sisiku is you buying guns. When I buy that gun then through ADF. When I buy them through ADF. When I buy them, we'll go free them. So when I talk until when I know one hear that. Anyways, I go chop for okra. When I bye-bye, when I take care of myself, we'll talk later. By the way, when I share this page, I want to make sure I send a new page just so you want my first live for this particular page. So when I share the page, as long as they block the page, we'll keep opening new accounts. When I share the page, may go wide further afield. Nobody be blocked for this page. Now why when I see everybody free for comment. Make when I share the page as far as field, further afield. When I share them, when I make sure say the page it go far, make everybody know say Tapang I will go to come live every day for this page. All posts one at the same na Tapang go to post them for this page. We go to interact for the page. We'll give you independence through this page. So we're gonna be very careful. Thank you very much. Do have a splendid day. Bye bye.